Thank you for joining us on SFGovTV's Meet Your District Supervisor series. My name is Franco. I am a native San Franciscan, born and raised in this great city. I'm also a small business owner, but many people know me as the longtime voice of your Golden State Warriors for the last 20 so much seasons, many years. But I'm also very passionate about our community. I serve as a professional auctioneer, raising a lot of money for many local schools, charities, and nonprofits in our city. And I'm also curious, too, to meet our district supervisors. So that's why I'm here today. I have the great Connie Chan here, district supervisor for 1, right? District 1.
That's right.
Now, District 1 represents Richmond, Central Seacliff, Lake District, Presidio Terrace, Lone Mountain, Golden Gate Park, Lincoln Park, and USF, University of San Francisco. That's quite a nice territory there, Connie.
Great neighborhood.
Great neighborhood.
My favorite.
Some of my favorites, too. We'll talk about food a little bit because that's like the number one thing that I think about. I'm like, oh, that area has some of the best foods. But let's get to you first, like your background. How, where were you born? How did you end up here in San Francisco? Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, I was born overseas. I was born in Hong Kong. I went to my grade school in Taiwan. I came to San Francisco's Chinatown when I was 13 years old with my single mom and a younger brother. So, Galileo High School grad.
Galileo,
right here.
Okay. Right on. And so, what made you get into kind of politics? Like, when did that bug first start in your young life?
Yeah, I would say, because my mom always, my late mother, before she passed, she always lived and worked in Chinatown. And so she was really someone who nurtured me and raised me with the community value. But I would say after I graduated from college, UC Davis, came home, I just wanted the gig that motivates me wake up every morning. So here I am.
Here you are. Tell us about your district. Okay, first off, what are some of the most favorite things about your district that you would like to share? What's just something like it's like one of the top things?
Oh my gosh, everybody loves Clement Street's Farmers Market.
Farmers Market, okay.
May I say more?
It's pretty awesome.
It is very awesome. But I think what makes Clement Street Farmers Market so awesome and make the Richmond so awesome, it's diversity. Like you can see from Aguero all the way to 12th Avenue, it's a great mix of small businesses. For the Chinese American community and the AAPI community, Clement Street also known as the second Chinatown. Right? Like it's like a good mix, and it's like farmers market, second Chinatown, and you can go on there on Sunday, really Monday through Sundays. You can get everything you need.
Oh, I mean, I'm telling you, I get my hair cut on Clement. Okay. Shout out to her. She's great. I mean, I've been with her for like 25 years now. She's right there. But I always avoid the farmers market because the parking, I can't find it. But I always go around it, but I love walking through it. And, there's bakeries.
Totally.
I mean, come on. There's so much out there. And it's great. You're right. It is a diversity. It's diverse. It's got the small businesses coming together. It really is what San Francisco is about.
That's funny. I also get my hair cut on Clement.
You did too?
Kingship. That's why I get my hair cut.
So you can probably get your hair cut, walk around. And,
totally.
You could just spend the whole day there.
Yeah, and I think the great thing is, it's true. Like, Sundays is a little hard to find parking, but, we have the 38 Gary and, Wine California. It's so easy and walking distance, everything.
Everything. And it's fun. You can just get lost and have fun and discover some new places, too, which is amazing.
Totally.
Every little nook and cranny. Well, let's talk about that community in particular. How do you ensure as a supervisor that these underrepresented communities have a voice and that they're part of the decision-making in the city and through your lens?
Yeah, I would say that really thanks to my team. I have a great team. When we think about and making any kind of decisions and, facing some of the challenges that in our districts, be it around public safety, be it around transit or small businesses, our team constantly really makes sure that we reach out to all stakeholders, bring them in and get them informed. I think actually, the first step is just really informing our stakeholders, our constituents, the Richmond residents and small businesses. They need to know what is happening so then they can actually give you a feedback. And then you go a next step to make decisions.
Okay. Talk about the demographic, if you will. For those who may not know District 1, what would you say that District 1 is made of?
Oh, 60% are tenants.
Okay.
There are homeowners, but they're actually aging homeowners, typically been generations in the Richmond, living there for a long time. You see small businesses. But again, there are folks who are Russian speaking and like Korean speaking, Chinese speaking, and just like a great community all around in the Richmond.
There is. It's great. And I feel safe there.
Yeah.
It's so family friendly. As you said, dog friendly too. It's just amazing. Talk about the parks and everything.
Oh my God.
that surround your district.
Yeah.
I mean, San Francisco, first off, we have to pat ourselves on our back. Like within 10 minutes, you will find a
That's right.
park somewhere, right?
Yep.
But talk about your particular district and some of the outdoors
Yeah.
you can explore.
I mean, like everybody, of course, when they think of the Richmond, they're like, oh yes, Golden Gate Park. But we have like Richmond Playground, we have DuPont Tennis Court, we have a course. I think that most people sometimes forget because they think of it as more as a golf course, which is Lincoln Park.
Yes.
It's everywhere and you can totally walk all around. And I want to say, when people ask me, they were like, oh, what is so great about the Richmond? And I was like, we have great feng shui.
Okay. All right. Yes.
Right? Because we have the Golden Gate Park with Ocean Beach and we have Sutro Heights and like the Land's End. It's like we are like just sandwiched with some of the greatest like nature that can give us.
Oh, I like that. That's a good way of putting it there. That's amazing. You've got University of San Francisco as part of that.
That's right.
That's an institution there. So a lot of people come from all over. And, it's amazing. It really is. I spent a lot of time in that district, and it's amazing there. But let's talk about San Francisco now as a whole.
Yeah.
Looking kind of on a bigger lens here. Talk about some of the pressing challenges that you see through your eyes that San Francisco is facing, and where are we going with some of these things? Is there anything you want to address in particular that you are passionate about, especially when it pertains to the city as a whole?
Yeah, I think that for the Richmond has always been about what can we do to keep our streets and community clean and safe. And I think that very concern really is shared by the entire city. And when we think about be it downtown, be it some of my colleagues' districts and our neighborhoods all throughout the city, they really have that very shared concern. But as Budget Committee Chair currently and previously in the last couple years, as we continue to build up is how do we boost local economy and really is addressing our budget deficits. Those are really concerned that inside this wonderful chamber that most of the time, that's really where I come from and the things that I have to address on behalf of San Franciscans.
That is a big role, the budget. Is this willingly? You said, give me that. That is the thing that, all the time. It's always, you scrutinize, we've got to look at it, every angle. Do you find this challenge, this is a challenge for you and you want to find ways to improve our budget? Like, what made you get into that?
Yeah.
I want to be a part of that.
I figure like we work so hard to get in here to be elected and represent people, then let's take on some of the toughest challenges, that the city faces. And I've been in city government for a long time. My first gig was when I was 25. I stepped into this building when I was 25 years old as a legislative aide to former Supervisor Sophie Maxwell. Okay. So since then, I work in like Rec and Park, City College, and, the district attorney's office. I work in a variety of city government departments and embody all my work experience and knowledge, institutional knowledge to help problem solve. And I think I'm at the right place at the right time.
It's amazing. It's a tough job, but someone's got to do it.
Someone got to do it.
You're taking on.
Thank you.
That's amazing. Well, let's talk about balancing maybe competing interests when making decisions that affect the city. What's your approach to just everyday policies and just your approach to as a leader and when facing decision making and budget's a huge thing.
Yeah.
What's your approach that people may or may not know about you?
My door is always open. And that people can come in and express whatever it is, ideas, feedback, concerns, and ideas that they wanted us to do better. I'm always here to listen, but I'm also very transparent and I'm also very clear about where I stand and how I respond to the issues so that there's no confusion, like people will know where I'm at. And I think that's really what people want to know from their elected leaders, what our stance, what our proposals and solutions that we want to present to voters and constituents so that they actually can respond to us and say, yes, we agree with you, and no. and then we go back and work some more if it's a hard no. And that is actually very important, I think, in my opinion, is that when someone tell you no and when the voters tell you and constituents are saying, hey, we're opposing this, I think it is time to take a step back and listen and say, okay, well, like, let's actually work on it and how do we get to yes.
I see. Okay. Thank you for sharing that. How do you continue to grow as a leader and stay informed about the issues affecting the city? Like, you've been in politics for quite some time. You said you've been in these halls ever since you can remember, for a very long time. You've seen everything there. But now in your position as a leader, you've got all this experience. How do you stay informed? How do you continue to grow? How do you continue to evolve, especially with your passions with this district and also with your current role?
I have a team that kicks my butt every day. They make sure that I am informed. They make sure that I know what I'm, doing and where I'm going. But most importantly, they say no and they give me feedback. And I think that's very important to say, like, I am actually very opinionated and very strong in my own voice. But I think that it's important for someone else to be able to also just as smart, if not smarter, to be able to say, no, that's a bad idea. Okay. Like, don't do it, or think twice. And I am so grateful. I think everybody has only 4 legislative aides in their office, and I have amazing 4 people.
Give them a shout out.
Oh yeah, it's like
this is the chance.
That's
Talk
like
about your team, because this is your team that we work together every day.
Every day.
Yeah. Any kudos you want to shout out? Because you mentioned your team several times because they are very important.
Totally.
We trust them.
Yeah.
But
Angelina Yu, who actually was born and raised in the Richmond.
Okay.
And
Born and raised. True.
And
okay.
In fact, my neighbor, she lives a block away from me, who's just awesome. I'm on 43rd and she's on 42nd. And I have Calvin Yan, who's actually a former aide to board president Aaron Peskin and really knows Chinatown and the AAPI community really well. And he's on our team now. And I have Francis Shea. Francis Shea actually been she was former aide to now Treasurer Fiona Ma when she was our supervisor, board president Norman Yee, and Supervisor John Avalo. So she is a veteran of this, And Robin Burke, who also was my former colleague at the district attorney's office. We serve our former district attorney Kamala Harris together, and now she's also on our team. So I have a
solid team,
18,
lots of experience.
Yeah.
And can offer different perspectives too.
That's right.
You can't do it alone.
You're right.
It's really hard to do it alone.
Yeah.
You need a team.
Yeah.
And that's what makes you better and your whole team better.
Yeah, and I want to say, especially for Angelina and Calvin, who actually have the language capacity in the Richmond, not only that we have majority are tenants and small businesses, we also have about 40% of AAPI community, and out of which majority are Chinese-speaking constituents. So having Angelina and Calvin being able to communicate directly, it's also
that's huge.
Just great.
Okay, Connie, so if you had nothing to do, which is very rare, I know you're very busy, but on a Sunday, let's just say no work or anything, what would a day in Connie Chan's life be like? What would you be doing on that Sunday off?
I mean, like I said, farmers market already on Clement Streets, I love. Of course, I got to do some laundry. Okay. Everybody do laundry on Sunday, and hang out with my family a bit. And if I really, really can squeeze that in, Korean soap. I gotta have that.
Really?
Yes.
Tell us some more about that.
K-drama, I mean, what's not to love,
I mean, so there's K-pop music,
right?
And then there's
K-drama,
like soap opera
yes.
stuff. Well, I gotta get that. That's okay. I bet you it's probably you want to keep watching. It's addicting. What's next?
Well, it's like a world away, so far away from San Francisco. It's actually a good way to tune out.
Okay, I'm
just a bit.
Check that out.
Yes.
All right. Let's talk about the recent successes, perhaps, that you would like to highlight from District 1. Is there a recent success that you'd like to share? Something that you were a part of, you're passionate about, that you want, all the districts and everyone to know about?
Yeah, I mean, for the last couple of years, the Richmond has been recovering from the pandemic and trying to really support our small businesses and our community. You actually are seeing new business coming up on, online on both Comland and Gary and Balboa. You see, we have night markets, film festival, autumn festival. We're happening.
You're happening.
We're
There's
happening.
A buzz. I know it. I've been there, and that's amazing.
Time Out Magazine said that we're one of the coolest neighborhoods in the world, by the way.
Hey, that is amazing. Congratulations. Hey, fist pump for that. That is
Thank
awesome.
you.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm going to close it out. This is a great way to segue into this rapid fire.
Yeah.
I'm going to just fire some questions.
Uh-oh.
One word answers. We don't have
Okay.
a lot of time.
Oh,
Are you
my
ready?
goodness. All right.
Whatever
Let's
comes
do
to
it.
Connie Chan's mind, okay? You
All
ready?
right. Okay.
All right. Golden Gate Bridge or Bay Bridge?
Oh, Golden Gate Bridge any day.
Okay, great. Coffee or tea?
Oh, coffee.
Okay. Sunset or Richmond?
Come on. I love it. The Richmond. Of course.
There's always that.
I was like, wait, what?
I'm from the Sunset, but I spent a lot of time in the Richmond and Sunset, both got great restaurants.
And I say, Sunset, welcome to the Richmond.
Yeah. We're like brother sisters there.
That's
We're
right. That's
there.
right. Yes,
The Golden Gate
we
Park's
are.
up there, so
We
we're
are.
attached to things.
Yes.
I had to put that out there. Just a few more here. Ocean or lake?
Ocean.
Okay. What about this? Cable car or a bus?
Oh boy, that's a tough one. Cable car. I mean, you have to.
It's iconic. You
Yeah.
have to. San
And
Francisco.
I grew up in Chinatown.
Cable car. Good answer. Couple more here. Hiking or biking?
Hiking.
Okay. And last one right here. Would you rather do a beach day or a city stroll?
Oh, that's a really good one, given where I live out of Richmond. City stroll, though. City stroll. I am a city girl.
City girl. I'm a city guy too.
Yeah.
I'm with you there.
Yeah.
Okay. Last thing I'm doing. Little surprise here.
Uh-oh.
Fortune cookie time.
Oh, no.
Golden Gate Fortune Cookie Company. Okay.
Love them. I love Kevin Chan.
Yeah, yes. This is amazing. An iconic thing, right?
Yeah.
If you had to pick a flavor, chocolate, vanilla, strawberry, or green tea.
I'm boring. I'm vanilla.
Vanilla. I like vanilla too. So you know what? We actually have vanilla left. So take the vanilla.
Do I get to open it and
Yes,
see
you're
what's
gonna open it,
inside?
and then read the fortune out loud, and we'll close out with this in our interview.
This is me like really dating myself because I can't really read. Let's see if I can read it without my reading glasses.
Okay, let's see.
Wait, that's Spanish. No, I'm just kidding. Stop searching. Happiness will come to you. That's legit.
Okay. Anything you want to close out and say? It doesn't have to relate to your district or anything, but just any kind of words or does it resonate to you?
I mean, for you will be like go Warriors.
Go Warriors, yes,
But for me will be go Richmond.
Go Richmond. That is amazing. Supervisor Connie Chan, District 1. If you want to find out more about meeting your district supervisors or any of the programming or the commission meetings, or of course your meetings here in this chambers, all that, go to sfgovtv.org.